Hey guys, welcome in. Welcome in. If you're new or just passing through to my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. And if you are returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here. We're also gender fluid. So I could be talking about you. I may say you, I'm talking to them. I may say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid, so I could be talking about the recent past, the present, or the future. Take only the parts that resonate and leave everything else behind. If you would like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information can be found below in the description box, and my books are always open. I invite you to join me for a session. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope everybody is doing well, feeling good. I decided to switch up the spread a little bit today. I'm going to go back to doing a spread that I used to use a long time ago and see if it pulls some different energy. It does feel very redundant to keep talking about the same situations and people, but that's what's going on. So I appreciate everybody for coming here and rocking with me and listening to these stories, no matter how they seem to fit into your life, because we are definitely living in some wild times. All right, so let's jump in. Let me get a quick snapshot of current energy. All right. Well, I'm going to be very honest and blunt. The current snapshot energy, I'm definitely picking up on, and I don't even know why, but I stay picking up on this damn karmic energy. It's like, I kind of feel as though I'm telling you, okay, because the way that I'm getting this download, it's kind of like the reason why certain group of us, because I'm not the only reader that's tapping into this energy. I follow a handful, not a lot of readers, but there are a handful of readers that are specific. We are all specifically talking about the same story in the same room. We're just talking about it from different angles in the room. Some of us are a little bit closer together and some of us are a little far apart, but we're all talking about the same damn room. Today, the room that I'm talking about, it appears that karma right now is spinning a block for somebody and it's recalibrating the scale. So if at one point the collective had been, and I don't have the Wheel of Fortune out here, but I'm just telling you what the energy signature of these cards, what it feels like as a whole, it does feel like a tilted axis. It kind of feels like, for a really long time, somebody was kind of getting over, and that's the way I heard it. They were like getting over, and that was their whole purpose. I heard Saturn is a long game. Oh, child. This could have something to do with Saturn being in Pisces as well, but Saturn is a long game. Remember, Saturn is a long game. So that kind of gives me the what comes around goes around. While you may be, doing your thing and you think that, there's not going to, because it kind of gives me the energy. I hear arrogance. It kind of gives me the energy of somebody who never thought that the tables would eventually turn. The tables have now turned, and it's kind of laying somebody out. It's kind of laying somebody out. I feel this could have resulted in somebody's I heard health misfortune. So there could be somebody here who has fallen ill, who has become sick, like all of the work that they may have been doing against you, the collective. It's kind of biting them back, affecting their health. And the energy that I'm getting around this, it's kind of like somebody who definitely thought that they were smarter than you, definitely thought that they were getting ahead, definitely thought they were getting away with something. And now everything feels very dismal, all because they were trying to win. And now the scales are being balanced. And so there, before I go any further, I do want to point this out. Collective, those of you who've been rocking with me for any real length of time, everything that you've endured, everything that you've encountered, the relationship dynamics, the lessons that you've learned, you've become incredibly strong, much stronger than you were before all of this stuff started. Okay? I don't want you to feel defeated when things start to, you feel like if you're watching me and you're in some kind of a weird loop and you feel like you're at the point of exhaustion, like I've just been doing this over and over again, I can't seem to get myself out. I'm talking to the group of people who have already been through the ringer and you're already starting to see the light. You're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. If you are in the space of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, or if you're outside of the tunnel, I'm talking to you, okay? You are much stronger after everything that you've endured. Hold on to that strength whenever because again, you're going to be tested, and you're going to be tested over and over again. I'm not making any kind of claims to be some know-it-all guru, child. I do not know, because things do affect me. Life continues to life, child. It continues to life. It's really about the way that you respond to everything that's happening in your external reality. Remember, your external reality is influenced by how grounded and what you're going through internally, right? Where your attention goes is where your energy flows. So if your inside is looking crazy, if you're riddled with anxiety, you best believe your reality is going to mirror the same anxiety that you feel inside. So it's very important to constantly stay grounded. But those of you who have been really put through the ringer, things are starting to even out for you, okay? All right. What from the past is shaping the present? Uh-huh. This is arrogance. Okay, so in the past, I feel like this person worked against you. This person, there's somebody here. I definitely have I have a strong player here. You may have somebody here work collaboratively with others to come against you, to, I want to say, either block your opportunities, make you miss out on things, or to just outright take what belongs to you. Okay. I do feel as though all of these things that were done to you, collective, were done in an effort to shake or break your confidence. It almost feels as though it was meant to kind of, it was kind of meant to diminish you. It feels like it was meant to make you feel really low, like low, so low that you could not get out of bed. So like in a real depressive state. They wanted to take away and strip you of the confidence that you may naturally already exude, but they kind of wanted to bring you down a couple of notches here. Now, I'm also seeing too, what's really interesting is because this is a past energy that is influencing the present. It is giving me a very karmic kind of energy, because what it feels like, it's kind of like this person, because it's at the very center, they just wanted to win. They wanted to win at all costs. They thought they were being clever. They thought they were being smart, right? But I don't really think they thought everything through. And what it resulted in now people moving away from them. Like I feel like there's some kind of truth coming out. There may be some truth coming out. And I feel like somebody here may have been trying to hide it or prevent other people from like really knowing the real, like seeing the reality. There could be some communication is going back and forth. Like the way that I'm hearing, I heard it was kind of like gossip, but this isn't really gossip. It's almost like, I mean, I guess it could be gossip because the way I heard it, it was kind of like, girl, did you hear about so and so? It's kind of like that. It's like not even a rumor mill because it's not a rumor. It's the truth. It's the truth. Oh, so it's kind of like if in the past this person was okay. Thank you, God. Oh, thank you, Spirit. It's like somebody stirring a pot, okay? Remember I said this person was trying to win at all costs, but I really believe that the whole intention, again, was to make you feel low, to strip you of your self-confidence, to make you feel weak, to just completely diminish you, okay? That was the goal. That had been the goal. That was originally the goal, right? To make you feel like completely low. They may have collaborated with other people. They may have stirred the pot and wrangled other people into, their psychosis. And, by way of spreading rumors, they became the rumor mill. So whatever was being disseminated out, it was coming from them, whether it was true or not, or any aspects of it, whether it was true or not. Neither here nor there. They were responsible for stirring the pot and allowing people to look into the pot and add anything that they want, and go ahead and add ingredients if you want. I'm just going to keep on stirring, right? So this person's stirring the pot. That's in the current energy. But in the past, and this is a similar energy. It's kind of like what I'm feeling is, like I said, it's karma balancing that scale, because if in the past this person was stirring the pot and let me tell you about blah blah blah, now they're on the opposite end of it. And now people are like, girl, did you hear about so and so? And it's not even really gossip, but it's like them talking about like what's really going on. There's communication about it. But now the result, the end, I kind of feel like the end result to what they've done is, because they never thought it was going to come out this way. Now that the truth is being, revealed, I think people might be also kind of looking back, especially if these people were participating in the past. Now that the truth is out and it can be seen, again, somebody here may be down. There very well could be somebody here who is ill, who has fallen ill, dealing with some kind of, illness or something like that. But I'm definitely getting there's some disappointment and sadness because there's separation, or people are walking away from them. The people that may have been involved in the rumor mill, those folks are starting to walk away from them, because now they're kind of recognizing what this person has done, and they're seeing what this person may be going through right now. And now they're looking at these people who were involved are now looking at this from a different scope. They're going, oh, girl. You know what I mean? Like they're now seeing something different, and they're recognizing that whatever this person is going through, especially if they're dealing with some like serious health issues, they're recognizing that it's negative karma, especially if they're getting hit financially. They're getting hit in all these various areas of their life. I kind of believe that the chatter that's happening in the background is, and this person's kind of, I want to say whoever this was that initiated all this, they're pissed off. They're very angry. They're angry that now they are the subject of all of this chatter. All right. Oh. Yeah, so this person's subconscious fear. Ooh, child. Their subconscious fear is that everything that they've done, their biggest fear, this person's biggest fear is it's being actualized, it's coming out. Their biggest fear is being seen. Like, initially I heard seen as a fraud, but what this feels like, it just like their biggest fear was exposure, like what they've been, all the shit that they've been spewing. It's kind of like their biggest fear is being actualized. That fear is because they were trying to hide it. So they were trying to hide that they were the mastermind. They were trying to hide that they were, they were the one stirring the pot, providing the contents that are in the pot. They didn't want that to come out. They didn't want, I heard manufactured. Ooh. So whatever was in this pot had been it was manufactured. It wasn't even real. And justice is out here in the upright. They're worried about something coming to light, the truth coming to light, justice and the moon in the reverse. They're worried about the truth coming to light and justice being served here, justice in your favor. And the thing about it is, they willingly chose to do this. Now they're angry that they feel like they got to defend themselves. This person is angry because their life is up in smokes right now with this tower. People are walking away from them. They never expected any of this, whoever I'm talking about. Okay, I'm not even going to front. The witchy woman is out here. I wasn't going to actually talk about her specifically. It doesn't have to be a woman, but it is a nasty ass feminine energy. Nasty ass feminine energy. But literally, she's getting what she deserves. This is karma. Okay. Current challenges. Especially if they were coming up against, because I'm kind of seeing it. There are a lot of people out here. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not talking about the energies as people. I'm just kind of, I'm kind of looking at the broader picture. But I do feel like it's kind of like this person made a bad choice, and I feel like a lot of it has to do with, I heard the word revenge. Revenge for what? Child. Revenge for what? I'm going to dig into that because I heard revenge and I don't even know why. I'm like looking at the cards that I have out here. I'm like, for what? I don't even see anything out here. All right. Child. Okay. So I'm talking to somebody, or I'm talking because now that the story kind of took a turn. I'm talking to a group of people, specifically anybody who is partnered, because I have a couple of areas here where we're definitely talking about a partnership or some type of a relationship. I kind of get the impression here that somebody may have done something here I don't know who this woman is to you. I don't know who this feminine energy is to you, if she's even connected to you or not connected to you. I feel like this person, as I'm looking at the cards that are all connected, somebody here is literally getting negative karma for maybe either trying to break up a connection, to create a tower. This person may have done some work or did something energetic. This person could have even done, because it's connected to the moon, so they may have done something like tried to perform moon magic or something like that in order to create some kind of, I kind of feel like this tower was literally meant for a couple. What they were trying to do was they were trying to break a couple up, but I think what happened was it backfired, And the people that they were working with, or the people that they had been collaborating with, those are the relationships that started to fall apart. And basically what they did was, if this person was also trying to affect your finances, or trying to block opportunities, or essentially take what's yours, particularly finances or resources, all of these things are getting ready to come to light. And literally, when I said, like, from the very beginning, it's kind of like the scales are being recalibrated, like, in a really massive way. And it feels like this person, again, I'm going to go back and say, because I don't know who this person is in your life. I don't know who this person is to you. But I feel like this person is upset because whoever this person is somebody that may be connected to you. It's a really weird energy. Take this how it resonates. This ain't gonna resonate for everybody. Because on this side, what it looks like to me, it's kind of like somebody here. It's kind of like a karmic. Oh God, I see like 3 different stories here. So one, I see where somebody here may have tried to like break up a couple, like a couple that was already in existence, right? So this would be like a third party karmic. It feels as though this karmic energy was maybe trying to get the masculine to this came up with a couple months ago, where we were like, the focus had been primarily on the masculine, trying to affect the masculine's train of thought, or the way that they look, change the way this masculine viewed his feminine, to change the way the masculine viewed their counterpart, right? It would have made this person extremely happy if this masculine had chose the karmic, right? But I feel like on this side, it kind of feels like if they worked with other people in order to break a relationship apart, what actually happened was, it may have, yes, created some kind of change within the dynamic, but what it got them was a whole new cycle. This has been, I've been talking to people all morning. Before I even get online, before I start to record, um, I'm getting texts like text and email messages from like friends, colleagues, relatives, cousins, and I'm talking folks off the ledge before I come over here and chat with you guys. And I think I said it a couple of times today already. It's like, where your mind goes, your energy flows. So it kind of feels like this witchy woman, this third party karmic, had been projecting so much energy, like disharmony, breakdown energy at the collective. I think I've said, I don't think this person had any like real protection. I don't think this person had any kind of real protection against it, or they did not think to put any protective energy over themselves, because what they ended up doing was they're projecting all this energy out, and all it's doing is coming right back to them. And so now it's literally going right back to, okay, thank you, Spirit. They're like, look at the other cards. It's literally going right back to them. It's like that return to sender. That's what that is. That return to sender is laying them out. So they may have, and if this person isn't a practitioner and they paid a practitioner, because I can kind of see that too, they were trying to affect the areas of your finances. They were trying to affect your stability. They were trying to affect your relationships. They were trying to affect literally all of the relationships that you have in your life, like even your friend groups and stuff like that. They were trying to make you so unappealing that people would just walk away from you. But because they have been projecting all of this energy and focus onto the collective, what actually happened was collective is getting new cycles, and the relationships that have truly broken down, they weren't for your greatest good anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You're like, okay, that's okay that those didn't work, because those people weren't even really team players to begin with. So I don't mind if those relationships go. Doesn't matter to me, because you already see the real. And especially if you started, like, again, where the energy goes is the where the energy flows. So like where your thought processes. So if this person was constantly thinking about breaking down your partnerships and relationships, what's being seen, I'm going back to the center, is their relationships are breaking down. Their relationships are they're angry as hell. They're angry as hell. Because even in this quadrant over here, justice is right in the middle, in the upright. And so now this person's going through it because now everything is in question. Their stability is now shaken. They try to make you lose opportunities. Now they have losses and opportunities. They tried to affect your stability. Their stability is truly being affected. And now they're in regret. Now, here's the thing. What's funny is, funny. Child, this person is weird. It kind of feels like this person feels like, I think I've said this before, and I'm just like looking at just all the energy here. It's kind of like if you are, say you distance yourself from certain people in your life, right? Like I said, I don't know who this energy is. It could be somebody that you actually know, or it could be somebody that was contracted, but somebody contracted them. So whoever that person is. It's interesting because what it feels like is, I want to say this person just chose wrong. They made really poor decisions, and it's almost like they're blaming the collective because of the life decisions that they made. So they made funky decisions. Their life is now on fire. Somehow they think that's your fault because you made different decisions. You don't move the way that they move. So they don't understand how your life, like how I'm throwing all this bad juju at you and it's not affecting you. It's not hitting you. It's not hitting you because, number one, you don't live on the same plane that they're on. We're not in that timeline. If your life is not on fire right now, you're not living on that timeline. We've already been through the flames and we've already come out on the other side. This person may feel like you're selfish emotionally, in terms of like, it's like you're living such a good life, but you're not, I heard, sharing the wealth. You're not sharing the wealth. But again, I've said it in other readings. It's kind of like somebody just wants to live this really, they want to live a very secure, happy life, but they don't want to actually put any effort into it. They want what you have, basically. Oh, jeez. The last couple of days we've had okay. So for the last couple of days we've been getting notifications from my daughter's school that there have been threats there. My God. It's wild because it's directly across the street from the sheriff's station, but whatever. The school went on lockdown yesterday, freaked my kids out. My daughter is a student there, and my oldest son is an employee there. And so they just sent another text saying that there was another threat made on Instagram. Child, I'm tired. And yesterday, my daughter was like, both of them were really, really freaked out. It's crazy. And then what's so bad is that they don't have they don't actually have cell signal there because of the scramblers, because the sheriff station's across the street. So my kids were freaked out. My daughter was trying to reach me. My son was trying to reach me. He's trying to reach his sister. It was a lot. Okay. Back into it. This person needs to just, I kind of feel like everything, and it's not to say that the fire will stop. Not to say that the fire will stop, but I feel like part of what needs to happen here in order to kind of like minimize, I'm not getting like it's going to, and I've said this before, like apologies doesn't absolve karma. So even if you came in to apologize, it doesn't mean that the karma that you're getting is going to just magically stop. But it is very important, this whole thing down here, what they need to release. They need to communicate the truth and tell people, if not you, to tell the other people involved. It's kind of like explaining why this is happening to them. That's what it feels like. It feels like there's some truth that needs to come out on their part. They're mad about it though, because they don't want to have to communicate this. They do not want this to come out. Literally, they don't want the truth to come out, and they're mad that they have to actually. They're mad at the idea that they actually have to say it. Oh, I can't look at this right now. This person they've done nothing but prioritize. Okay, here's the thing. It feels as though this person's mentality, or whoever we're talking about, and like I said, I do have a bunch of people out here. I only commented on the one though, because she was really loud. But I do have a few people out here. It feels as though I have someone here who prioritized like financial security. This is somebody who's been it's kind of interesting that they think of you as being selfish because if you're living very comfortably and you're very secure and you're happy or whatever, they're kind of upset that you're not so generous to share the wealth, whatever they determine that to be, right? I kind of get the impression that financially this person may have been better off than you, like historically, and they were always very selfish with you. They didn't, they weren't handing nothing out to you. They weren't offering assistance when you needed it. If your life was kind of on fire, they might have watched from the sidelines and went, "Oh, sucks to be you," kind of thing. Now what's happening is it's kind of like they're seeing now, they're regretful. It's interesting. Again, I don't see an apology out here, but they're regretful for being so selfish and only focusing on finances and resources and what you could provide and what you bring to the table. That all it did was bring down the connection. Whatever, if you're connected to anybody in this story, because I do have that too. If you're connected to anybody in this story, they're upset because they're now being faced with the reality that they spent more time fostering, like lining their pocketbook, or worried about their financial security, worried about, acquiring as much as they could, and not actually fostering healthy connections with other people. And when God was trying to, this kind of is along the same lines of like yesterday's, where it's like kind of like, God gave them, presented you, collective, presented you. Now, this isn't to say that you were meant to be their end all be all, but we as a collective, the thing that we add to our relationship dynamics and our connections, like certain people are placed in our lives. I truly believe this. People are placed in our lives for very specific reasons. And even if it's not meant to be, not all relationships are meant to be like, a loving kumbaya. But in this particular sector, I kind of feel like you were brought into this person's life, or God was presenting you as a means to help them elevate whoever this person is. And instead, they chose to dismiss the fact that you were present, and they chose to focus elsewhere. They chose to stabilize other situations and relationships. And I don't even say stabilize because the tower is out here. So the tower is course correction, but it means the tower comes down because the foundation was faulty to begin with. Three of Pentacles is in the reverse. This foundation was faulty to begin with. And now this person is mad as hell because it's kind of like they're trying to salvage what's left, but they're pissed off. They're pissed about having to do it. And it's all because this person took some really hasty moves, made some really bad mistakes. All because they wanted to win. All because they wanted to win. And when I say they're definitely afraid that the truth is going to come out, the truth is coming out. People are seeing it. And it's a trickle effect. I'm not going to be like, it's just like this one, aha moment and everybody wakes up at the same time and sees the truth. I feel like the people that they've been involved with, I even feel like some people are kind of like, because I'm kind of getting like the infighting. So if there were people that were working together, so those people are now fighting with each other. And the ringleader of all of this is now fighting against the people that they had brought into the fold. So now everybody's fighting. And these relationships are all falling by the wayside because people are seeing the truth. They're seeing the truth. They're recognizing the truth. They're hearing the truth. They're talking about the truth. Yeah, they're going to have no choice. They have no choice but to let you go. They have no choice but to just drop this whole thing. Because at this point, now this person is they're waiting. Maybe this is not them, because this is the near future. So maybe this isn't them waiting. Maybe this is you waiting, collective. You may be waiting. I heard it with bated breath. You're waiting. You're waiting for this whole thing to come up. I kind of feel intuitively you already know the truth. Okay, so there's that. But they're also pissed off. If you're intuitive, they're also pissed off that you know the truth. Here's the thing that I find interesting. I've never actually seen this before, but I'm seeing it right now. I kind of feel like, I think that they recognize that you know the truth. I think what makes them a little anxious or nervous is the fact that you may know the truth, but you're not talking about it. Their anxiety comes from the fact that they know that you know, but they don't know if you're going to talk about it. They don't know when you're going to talk about it. So there's a nervousness. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I'm like, I can feel it. There's a nervousness around it because they know it's coming. It's coming. It's connected to this tower. It's coming. And I'm also seeing too, it's really interesting because I normally don't see this in this particular card. I also kind of feel like death is knocking on somebody's door. I said somebody here could be deathly ill. And they're trying to avoid this at all costs. I want to say that's part of their karma. That potentially could be part of their karma. And they're antsy about it. It feels very anxious. I'm waiting and I know it's coming. And if somebody here was trying to get away with something within the court system that has something to do with money, they're extra salty because all of that truth is coming out as well. And they know, whoever this is, they know it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Yep, bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. They were literally trying to slow you down. Somebody here has been watching your social media or stalking you or trying to do like digging into your life because they're wanting to see. That's what it is. They want to see if whatever they've been projecting to you is happening, and it's not happening to you, it's happening to them. And now 10 of Wands and they're at 10 of Wands and upright. Now they feel defeated. Cause it's like, oh my God, I didn't expect any of this shit to happen. They didn't expect it to go down this way. All right. Yeah. Okay. Let's clarify real quick. I'm not going to do as many cards. Like I said, I don't know how you're connected to this person, how this story is panning out for you. Whoever this is, it may have been somebody that you have been like, you had an emotional tie to them. You may have been very loyal to them in the past. And I kind of feel like Spirit has been very strategic in the way that they've been kind of moving you. I'm thinking chess checkers type situation. I feel like the divine has been kind of moving you in a way that has been very, very strategic. And at this point, when you decided, if you had decided to remove yourself from the situation, I heard God put you on a timeout. But that was necessary, because what happened is you pulled back completely. So whatever is happening to this person right now, it's not like ricocheting and hitting you, right? Because we don't involve ourselves in other people's karma. People can see. Remember when I said people are kind of not keying about this person, but there's conversations and people are now seeing. They're looking at it and going, oh snap, I can kind of see why this person is going through this. People are seeing it. Yep, I said you were divinely, child, you were divinely guided to put a stop to it, to put an end to it. You made a decision. There were, even though you still have love for somebody, I feel like your love now is kind of like you're loving them from a distance. You know how to love from afar. Okay. You had to make a decision. And while it may have been very difficult and may have caused you a little bit of anxiety, you may have pondered over, you may have thought about it a lot and ruminated and just, oh, I don't know if I should, if I shouldn't, how's it going to look? How are people going to view me? How are people going to judge me? And then finally you just came to the point and you just said, you know what? I got to do what I got to do. And it's because Spirit was kind of like, Spirit knew that they were going to take down this whole house of cards, and it was kind of forcing you to like really reevaluate your own life, your own trajectory, what what you've been focusing on or what you had been focusing on in the past, so that you could really see, I want to say, how detrimental having these people or a particular person in your life, like God was trying to really drive the point home, right? And make you think about what life, because I think at one point you may have thought like this person or these people would always be a part of your life, but what God was doing was God was making you go, wait. Okay, if I don't have these people in my life, what comes after that? Like, what does that life look like? So God's kind of been like orchestrating things in a way to make you start thinking about the future and what the future looks like without these people. Because I don't think these people were meant to come with you. Even if you love them, even if you've been loyal to them in the past. Somebody here, yeah. And I'm kind of getting to, it wasn't just one person, it was a few people. You may have had to turn your back on all of them. Because I think even when you were paying attention to them, they may not have been paying attention to you in the same way. They weren't really pouring into your cup the way that you were pouring into them ever. And now, as soon as you walked away, things may have started turning around for you. You may have recognized it almost immediately. And I kind of feel like what God was doing was, I think at one point you may have considered these other people or this person, however it works for you. You may have considered certain people to be a part of your 10 of Cups. You always thought that they were going to be there, and it kind of makes you sad. It may have made you sad to even think about, like, damn, what does life look like without them? Because I never really thought about life without these people. I never thought that these people were not going to be there. But I think once you started to really observe, and see people for, how they are and see how they actually move with you, you recognize that it wasn't all that. It wasn't as abundant. Those connections weren't as abundant as you thought they were. Yep. I love it. All you had to do was take action. All you had to do was take action and get past your fear of being without these people or the fear of change, because you were ready. Yes, you were ready. Look at you. Look at you. All grounded. And here's the thing. I feel like with co-creating the reverse, you know what? This is funny. Yeah, this is funny. So it kind of feels like, number one, I just want to, before I go any further, I just want to talk about this last line down here. You may have had to do things in a very, very untraditional way. You may have had to really think outside of the box in terms of how you were going to maneuver. Collective, I feel like you, with the assistance of God and your spirit team and your angels and your ancestors, child, you've been slightly ahead of the game. You've been a few steps ahead of these people each time. Now, yes, you may have been getting hit with remnants of some energetic shit. Yeah, if you weren't really, shoring up your boundaries and all that stuff, you might have gotten hit just a little bit, but not hit in a way where it like completely wiped you out or debilitated you or you were unable to function. Minor inconveniences. Okay, we'll say that. You may have been hit with some minor inconveniences, but again, because you have the ability, you're a lot smarter than what these people think you are, and you've had to kind of do some things that might have been a little untraditional. And again, if people aren't really, because it's giving me like, it's making me think of Aquarius. Like you had to kind of like really stretch yourself. So I'm not really sure where like Aquarius sits in your chart. Aquarius is my north node, incidentally. So I firmly go, I will go as far outside of the box as I need to accomplish the goal. And I will really, really think about all of the different ways that I can accomplish the goal. I first figure out what the goal is, and I worry about the details of how I start and how I get to the goal. I worry about that later. I just know that's the goal. Doesn't matter how we get there. And I'm not going to do anything dirty. I'm not going to do anything shady, but I'm going to carry out the assignment in the way that makes the most sense to me, that I'm going to be able to fit all of these tasks that I have to accomplish. I'm going to fit them in my life in a way that makes sense to me, that works for me, not the other way around. I'm going to make sure that it works for me. And so by doing that, by just executing your life kind of in that way, you effectively broke the cycle. You stopped doing what you have historically been doing by following the status quo. I feel like once you kind of got out of your own way, literally divine timing was in play, but the moment you got out of your own way, it's kind of like you finally let the universe know, you let God know, you know what, I'm done. I am done with the hamster wheel. I am done doing this shit. I do not want to do this again. I do not need to learn the lesson again. I've learned the lesson. You learned the lesson. It was divine timing. God wanted you to see that these people that you had been affiliated with, it just took some time, but you needed to dead it. I love that these cards here are exactly where they are. I love where they are, and I love how they're connecting. When you finally made a decision to stop it, you found peace. Things started to line up for you. And the reason why is because those people that you were aligned with were not meant to be a part of your life, not in the long run. You were supposed to learn lessons from them as much as they were supposed to learn lessons from you. Yeah. I almost don't even want to pull anything else. Let's grab my future higher self deck and see. Uh-oh, no, I'm not taking those because I didn't shuffle. Let's see what other messages we have before I wrap. Denial, failure to accept a situation, unhealthy cycles or addictions. I definitely feel like this person is, like I said, they're pissed off, and they're pissed off and in denial because they can't, I honestly don't feel like this person ever prepared for the day of reckoning to actually show up. Resolving issues, solving inner conflict with others, healing past trauma. You've done that for yourself. Wisdom, knowledge gained through experiences or from a wise counselor. All of the experiences that you've had thus far have brought you to where you are. You're so much better off for it. Embrace, find peace within your current state of being. Absolutely. Stop expecting the worst. Okay? Stop expecting. It kind of feels like this is in fear, expecting the worst, afraid of failure, wasting time on negative thoughts. If that's you or has been you, stop spending time focusing on things that are not in your present reality. Putting in the work, action that helps achieve goals, building the path to success. Again, you may have had to go a different route just because it made more sense for you. And you put in the work on yourself in order to get where you are. Bottom of the deck, acceptance. Accept past and current situations. Walk through issues gracefully. That's what you've done. They don't understand how you've done it. Because I really feel like if... This is funny because I just got a download. If these people had to endure half of what they've put you through, whether it was energetic, whether it was through, spell work or magic or whatever these people put you through, they're not even half as strong as you are. So that's why if somebody here is being taken out, like, they never banked on the fact that you would like defend yourself. They never, and even if you didn't defend yourself like verbally and outright, like energetically, you defended yourself, which is the reason why you're still here. Aside from the fact that you've had your spirit team, on your side protecting you or whatever, but again, you were they were giving you the strength that you would need in order to endure this part of your test, and you're coming through it with flying colors, and this person's pissed. They are pissed, and they're kind of waiting on it. It's funny, I don't have the 9 of Swords out here or even the 8 of Swords, but the energy that I'm pulling off of these cards, it feels like anytime now. I know that this reality is coming out. I don't know when it's coming out, but I know that the collective knows, and now it almost feels like they're at your mercy because they don't know if you're going to talk. They don't know what you're going to say. They don't know when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it. And that shit bugs the hell out of them. It's making them nervous. It's making them angry. And they're even more angry at the fact that it's kind of like if this person, because at the very top, remember we're talking about lies and gossip and rumors, they wanted to create all kind of ending dynamics for you, but that's what's happening to them, all for it to result in your glow up, all for it to result in people truly seeing you. That's what they're mad about. They're more angry at the fact that people can genuinely see who you are. They genuinely see your character. They genuinely see how loving and nurturing and kind you are, how abundant you are, how happy you are, what a go-getter you are. They're seeing you sitting in your power. And this person is pissed off because they don't know how you did it. You managed to overcome everything they threw at you, and they don't know how you did it. It is what it is. All right. I haven't used this, what are these called anyway? I don't even know what these are called. Does it have a name? Miliana Reish. I don't even know what these things are called. They're like prediction sticks, child. They don't have a name. Yes or no, when and how. Literally, they don't have a name. All right. I haven't used this in a while, so let's grab a couple. Ask questions in your mind. Yes or no question. Or how or when question. I'm going to get 2. All right. The first one is no. A whirlwind of events invites chaos. Fortunately, the illusory nature of the situation quickly dissipates. It is replaced by an invigorating sense of hope, an inspiring sense of inviolability, child, and an invaluable sense of confidence. Troubles and obstacles strengthen you. The situation requires great activity and will be a profound test of your character. You must use your ability to think outside of the box. I said that continuously for 4 months. After which, developing events accelerate your victory. Only then will you taste the sweet fruit of your success. Keep thinking outside of the box, all right? All right. And the second one is yes. That jingling in your ear you hear is a tambourine of good luck. It's soundtracking your stable ascent towards the pinnacle of success. Your intuition guides you in the right direction, syncing your position with both stability and prosperity. Fate rapidly rushes towards you in 1 to 3 weeks. It removes all obstacles. You're on a big roll with promoting your brilliant ideas. You are basking in the attention and enjoying your incredible sense of invincibility. Just remember, if there's anything history has shown us, it's that no human being is invincible. Amen. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this reading resonated for you, gave you clarity or confirmation over your own situation right now, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate it into the algorithm. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. Again, if you would like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box. I also invite you to go back into my archives, maybe 6 to 8 months, even longer than that. Just go trolling through the archives and see if there are any titles in the past that may, grab your attention or reach out to you, and watch it and see if there's something in there that doesn't resonate for you in the present moment. All right. I love you guys. And until next time, take care. Bye.